The power of imagination.
None here either. Why no one has sweet wasabi, man?
Kino always rants so frequent about sweet wasabi. Now head of Nene feel like full of sweet wasabi.
Mama! Kino desperate.
Kino. Oh! Nene have good brainwave.
Huh?
Kino. Beloved sweet wasabi of Kino. Kino should imaginate it.
Imaginate.
Exact. Love of Kino for sweet wasabi be put to test by how well can imaginate inside noggin.
If start imaginate, Kino just get double of hungry.
It's not problemo. If imaginate hard will be like having sweet wasabi right in front of eyes. From there, Nene have good plan of action. Trust insist upon.
Mama? Okay then. Kino will trust.
All right. Talk Nene through it. What is shape of sweet wasabi?
Sweet wasabi is small, thin long, and also bit lumpy.
And what is color?
Plancy, but to eyes of Kino, it also look twinkly sparkly.
Mimi, that the stuff? And then, what smell it smell of?
Just from remember, Kino drool a little bit.
Nene also drooling, if be honest. It almost like Kino tastes sweet wasabi, just like it here, even though not here. Okay.
That was cute.
Time to eat imaginated sweet wasabi. But if just eat, atmosphere.
I was gonna say wasabi is supposed to be spicy, right? And now they just say like sweet wasabi, so it'll just be some pistachio ice cream.
Sweet wasabi as tribute for Hirapon. Nene will give Kino sweet wasabi so Kino can eat and enjoy.
Kino get it?
Yay, sweet wasabi. Oh, there's still more.
Mimi, noble Kino, behold, is sweet wasabi that Nene picked. Please to eat and be hearty.
This most delicious experience of eating life.
Brave Kino, this unworthy psychic traveled all across Bionis. Even had to play tag with Rockport one time.
Sister Pon, that amazing!
Nene overcome many a scuffle scratch to obtain this sweet wasabi. Please to save a mouthfeel.
Kino will. Kino eat every last bit, including stems.
Scarful scoff.
How is flavor?
I like how the subtitles for this is like
This. Meme?
Kino needs a few more bites.
I like how they're doing the subtitles for their sounds, like they're friggin' oh.
This. Meme?
No, maybe just a little bit more.
This just no.
I was gonna say, were they gonna have a staring contest? Aww. They were just about to experience the true taste.
No flavor is no flavor.
Oh, brother Pon.
But, Kino catch whiff. Smell of tasty morsel. Must be delicious snacklings nearby, Kino, but...
Meh? Kino thinks so too? Nene just thought hunger was catching.
Mama, Sister Pon is good snuffle.
All right. We go in search of tasty crumbles.
Let's go.
Mexico. Mexico. My god, it almost just turned into Mario there for a second. Coupled with that golden mushroom, you should have dipped that mushroom into some sweet wasabi. Then you would really enjoy that, wouldn't you? The land in the sky.
So high up.
It really is, isn't it?
When stand on tippy edge, I'd go dizzy. Whoa!
Kino,
Yeah, I would
don't get
not
too
want
close
to
to
do
the
something
edge.
like that.
If you lose your footing, you could fall.
That kind of makes me not want to go on the skywalk up on the CN Tower.
Safer.
I mean, I could try the CN Tower just once. I've never been up there in my life.
Come to think about
I would do it just once, but I don't know if I want to go on those, like, giant pieces of glass underneath you. That would scare the fuck out of me.
Before either.
No. A moment. If clouds are in direction down, this continent floating even higher up than clouds.
Exactly. It's floating much higher up than Frontier Village in Magna Forest. Or even Erith Sea.
Strange, so strange. But why this island is floating higher than even clouds?
I remember something from an old book. As I recall, the Bionis Shoulder was once inhabited by the Giants, a highly advanced race.
Okay, so that's where they originated from.
Kino, no. Teeny tiny islands floating in sky. Very fantastic view.
The Giants. They could process and utilize hoverstone, a mineral with floating properties.
Amazing! In Erith Sea, they gather so much hoverstone, it lifts up whole continents.
Actually, you might have it backwards. Maybe they took hoverstone from here and transported it back to Erith Sea.
Oh, so maybe this has been, like, higher than
Of course,
us in Bionis? I don't
take all
know.
this with a grain of salt.
Like, maybe that has definitely changed after he created his own
Have
world.
set foot on this continent. That's why the book's author might only be speculating about some aspects.
No, it makes sense. Can be no mistaken theory of Shulk. Shulk really do know everything, just like Dad upon say.
Oh no, I'm positive there are things I don't know.
Dad upon say, friend Shulk is brainy smart, know everything. Also brave and cool, and could do anything if he put mind to it.
Did he really? I'm actually a little embarrassed now.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. It's only good thing. He also say Shulk
He has to
is
learn how to
number
take
one
compliments.
Dad upon. Next in line of awesome.
Awesome!
I see. Good old Riki.
I miss him already. I know, like, Kino is trying his best, but, like, I miss Riki so much. Ugh. I love the way he, like, speaks his mind. He's like a wholesome dad. So there's, like, 5 around here that I missed. So we'll just have to go through these ones. Hopefully we get to all of them. Dadapon's gift.
Shulk, looky look. Plenty of trees growing.
Looks like this area isn't very heavily cultivated. That might be why nature runs so rampant.
Big step for Nopon. Kino make this into Frontier Village Mark II.
Frontier Village, huh? I was amazed first time I saw it.
Yeah, me too, actually. Like, it was a giant village inside of a
Nopon
tree.
never use metal if can be helped.
Makes me want to live in a place like that.
You like use hom-hom shield very much.
Oh, right. It's true, though.
In fact, like, this whole game, it's been like, this has been a really amazing world that I would want to live in.
Kino here. This is actually
Next to the
Gold
Pokemon
Store
universe.
within. Kino just make it suck
Even though-
ether, and then it
I should
shoots
probably,
out
like, shut
bullets
up.
like real rifle.
Is that right? I'm not sure I've ever seen a berry that big before.
Indeedy. Kino never see one lying around before, that for sure.
The plants that bear them must be very rare. I knew biters, but I didn't know you had curiosities like these.
Well, Biter's still more popular. Little Pond Kino also wants to use Biter, but no beef on wings, so could not carry properly. But then, when Kino gets in big sulk, Dadapon go and pick Gumberry from somewhere.
Riki did. So he can be a model father. I'm impressed.
Yes, Dadapon is true Heropon. This weapon only used now by Nopon 2 Wimpy to hold Biter, but Dadapon was first one to discover. Everyone jumped for happy when introduced.
Riki is a man of many talents, huh? A true Heropon indeed.
Dadapon say he got idea for making into weapon from Homrom gun.
Inspired by a Hom's gun. Ah, Charlotte's ether rifle then.
I mean, there was also that Machina that wanted to make a gun too.
How about if Shulk give Kino pointers? Kino's still not always hit target.
Pointers, eh? From what I saw, though, it seemed like you knew your stuff.
Kino also thinks so, but still sometimes miss.
Right. Then maybe you'd best learn how to properly handle the weapon.
Properly how?
Am I right to assume you've never really had proper training?
Mama, how is Shulk knowing of that? Kino, state of shock.
I reckon the weapon's more beat up than it should be. You don't want that. More prone to malfunctions.
What Kino should do?
It's important to be as careful as possible. Handle it too roughly, and you could end up warping the grip. If the aim is a little off, it could potentially be because of that.
How Shulk knows such things? Kino never figure out in a million years.
I've always liked tinkering with weapons. Even made my friend Ryan's weapon, in fact. That'll be why. If you need a weapon maintained, I'm your guy.
Shulk really second most awesome after Dadapon. Tell Kino more.
All right. But for now, let's reinforce this to help with your aim. In return, could you perhaps share some more stories?
Kino liked that deal.
Now that was adorable. I love that. He's such a good little son. Like, I know they're adoptive son and son and daughter, but like, they're doing their goddamn best, and it really beams me with joy seeing that. Like, to make their dad proud, or their dad-apon, and their mom-apon. But yeah, as I was saying, like, as much as I want to live in the Pokemon world and the universe, people always like to make remarks about like how dangerous it could be to be around like Pokemon. Like, the most prime example would actually be Magcargo, because it has like a body heat of like what, over 18,000 degrees. And wasn't there like an anime episode where like a little girl was hugging a Magcargo, and you would think like, dude, she could like melt in a second. But no, I guess it's like anime logic. Okay, so I can't do that one yet either. So there is one, actually there's two in town that we can see about doing. Jeez, that lagged. I'm sorry, what? Huh. You need Melia and Tyrea in your party. Since when is Tyrea a playable character? Well, that sure definitely spoiled it. I'm not even sure when Tyrea became playable. Maybe that's for like a post-game after DLC, I guess? But I've never seen that before. Okay, so I guess we'll have to wait until we get her on our team. We have to go around people and talk to them about Like high Antia crystals?
What's up?
A high Aether crystal, eh? Well, it's the first I've heard of it. But now that I think about it, I might actually have a rough idea about where to find one. I hope it's what you're looking for. Blast. You know what? I can't recall. It was a long time ago, so my memory's a little hazy. Sorry. Your best bet might be asking a fellow squadsman of mine. He's on the ramparts and bound to know more. Oh, he's over here. Oh, he's at like the gate of this place. We're gonna have to like... Oh. Yeah, excuse me. Meh up? Actually, yeah, how do we get up there? Oh, staircase. Yeah. Of course, you had to find something to get up there. Actually, I just noticed this. It's a giant's trove chest. That's what it's called. An HP up 4. Not bad. Could probably use that to Nene. Give that to her, and then she'll have lots more HP. I will have to give the no pawns equipment at some points, but I don't know. Like, I still have little to no money. I should be like farming up equipment so that I can sell them.
Let's keep it brief.
A high Aether crystal. I think I know what you're getting at here. I'm not entirely sure on the location, but I do know there's supposed to be a very rare Aether deposit near here. An old lady called Sarja told me about it, so you might be better off talking to her for more details. I got interested myself and even tried searching around Nerthus Necropolis, but couldn't find a thing. Well, I sure did. From what Sarja told me, there's a good chance it's inside of a cave, so that's why I thought it was a place to start. Alas. If it really is in a cave and it's not there, then I'm stumped. Still, that doesn't mean much. There'll be other places to check. I can't say for certain, of course, but I do think that we're talking about the same thing here. I expect you'll find Sarja at Hero's Rest down at the south end of Grandale. She's a kind old bird, always worrying about our welfare and that. Anyhow, better get back to my shift. Hope I was able to help a little. He seems a very talkative person. Oh, Heroes' Rest. That place, oh yeah. Yes? The guard at the ramparts told you, didn't he? He and my late friend were on good terms. Naturally, I had to regale the man with tales of my friend's escapades. I believe the one that may be of particular interest to you is the time his friend... Wow. I believe the one that may be of particular interest to you is the time this friend, a Hyantia man, discovered a crystal. He was a real go-getter, that man. Always traipsing around exploring from the day he set foot on the shoulder. He would tell me all sorts of stories from his adventures to entertain little old me. I remembered it like it was yesterday. The sky was a brilliant blue. Birds were singing. I'd come to pay my respects at the graveyard like any other day. And then he came with the biggest smile on his face and took out an object wrapped in cloth. Said he'd found a strange crystal alongside an Aether deposit. And what a light it gave off. The cloth it was wrapped in wasn't enough to stop it shining, though. It was a sight to behold. The core was translucent, yet it gave off a pale glow, warm yet somehow ice cold. It was like being bathed in turquoise sunlight. I'd never seen anything more beautiful, and I don't believe I ever will. Sadly, it dwindled to nothing in a matter of minutes. If there'd been anything left of it, I would have kept it as a memento, I'm sure. I remember him telling me how incredibly large the deposit was, drooping down from the ceiling above. From his description, I imagine it might have looked something like a stalactite. which is why I'm convinced that it must have been in some sort of cavern. And despite the deposit's size, the crystal he'd retrieved fit comfortably in the palm. It must have been formed over a long period of time. Ideally, he could have told you exactly where it was located, but I'm afraid that's not possible, because he's sleeping here quite peacefully now, and cannot really be disturbed. Ooh. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry I wasn't able to show you the exact location, my dears. Still, I hope that my little anecdote was of some use to you. I pray that you too will be able to find what you seek. Thank you, Saja. This is going to be a great of help to us. We'd better report back to Radsum. May he rest in peace. So that's how things are. It seems we owe Mrs. Saja and her friend a debt of gratitude for the valuable information they provided us. It's just my conjecture, but the crystal may have been highly responsive to heat and sublimated when exposed to sunlight. It's fascinating, isn't it? I have to say its properties are quite unusual. And I agree with Saja. I think that it would be found in a cave like she said. So the soldier said he already searched Nerthus necropolis, huh? Alright, let's think of other options then. If you follow Fime Lane, which breaks off from Thol's Way towards the northwest, you'll reach the Forbidden Hushland. It's a dangerous place though, so it hasn't been mapped out very thoroughly. Nevertheless, there is meant to be a cave-like location thereabouts. The man who found the crystal must have been a formidable swordsman. It may be from him that news of the cave's existence reached us. Very worthy. I pray that you find a high aether crystal there indeed. You are the only ones we can rely on to harvest it, I'm afraid. Good luck. And if you do find a high aether crystal, be careful to keep it away from strong light as you carry it back. Some very high detail information, but I think I know exactly where we have to go to get it. Go to the caves around the Forbidden Hushland in search of a high aether crystal. Oh, yep, sure enough. Is at the Surmaga Quarry. In fact, that was the exact green aether crystal that I was farming, trying to get this memo in that little room there, which I can just easily go to right now. So it's that one right there. I was actually farming up some like haste crystals in that thing, or haste gems, and topple resistance. So it was a pretty easy find, huh? Also, yeah, I was texting my girlfriend about some things. Have to remember too that I have to save up some money, because I'll be going to Disney next year, as well as Universal Studios in October. So we had to at least save up enough to actually get tickets in March and April. But yeah, we already managed to get a high aether crystal, so that was pretty easy enough. We'll just head back to Radzam and then forge the Monado with it. Mr. Radzam, Mr. Radzam, Mr. Grabs, Mr. Grabs, Mr. Grabs. What? I found a high aether crystal. I found it. It must have been not rare at all.
So now what we need to do is modify the weapon to incorporate the crystals.
Radsam, sir! Fog beasts have broken through the gate!
Oh, fuck.
They're through.
As soon as we were about to get this working.
Shulk, defending Grandel is our priority. Follow me.
Right.
Yeah, this is bad.
We shall deal with the intruders. You get the villagers to safety.
Okay.
Teelan, you stay put.
Gotcha!
Now, where's Tyria? You know what? I'm actually not even sure. Why aren't you leaving? Friend saying it's dangerous, so pleased to escape? Fiddlesticks. Bama not afraid. If someone want to escape, then feel free to escape. Bama staying put. Oh, it was nice knowing you, kid. You too? What are you doing here, too?
Hello.
You say, yeah, you still want to... Times being what they are, I figured I might as well open my shop. Well, then you should go into hiding then. Like, fog beasts are coming. Like, you too?